Hello students, I think you people are safe and healthy. Now I am taking Linux operating system for 6th semester BSc students. So last semester you completed operating system and PHP, right? Now in this semester you have two papers, one is SE and another is Linux operating system. So Linux operating system is my part. So now we study about Linux operating system. Do people know the definition of operating system? Operating system is a system software that manages computer hardware, software resources and provide common services for computer programs. It is also intermediate between user and the hardware, right? Now Linux is also an operating system which is open source operating system, that means free software that is released under license. Linux is Unix like operating system based on Linux kernel. You know kernel is a central part of the operating system. It manages the operations of the computer and the hardware. Linux starts out as a Unix variant, that is slightly different form, to run on the IBM PC platform, but with one major difference, that is its source code was freely available under the Free Software Foundation. It is quickly positioned itself as an alternative to other Unix workstation due to high quality designing of the kernel quality such as stability, modularity and easy configurability. So it is now dominating the corporate world significantly. So it is used in major banks, investment houses, retail establishments, educational institutions, etc. This is simple introduction to Linux operating system. Now we study about the features of Linux. There are several strong features in Linux operating system. One is portable. Portability means software can work on different type of hardwares. That is, Linux kernel and application programs support their installations on any kind of hardware platform. This Linux operating system will work on any kind of hardwares. Multi-user. Linux is a multi-user system, means multi-user can access system resources like memory, RAM, application programs at the same time. That is, multiple users can access same memory, same RAM and application programs at the same time in Linux. Next is multi-programming. Linux is multi-programming system, that because multiple applications can run at the same time. Okay, so multiple applications or multiple programs can run simultaneously in the Linux operating system. Hierarchical file system. Linux provides a standard file structure in which system files or user files are arranged. It having a standard file structure, so in which system files and user files are arranged. Next is shell. Linux provides a special interpreter program called shell which can be used to execute commands of the operating system. Shell is a special user program which provides an interface to user to use operating system services. It can be used to do various types of operations, calling application programs, etc. Next is security. In Linux, it provides security using authentication features like password protection, controlled access to specific files, and encrypting of data. So next feature is Linux is inexpensive. So Linux is inexpensive, that is, the first benefit of Linux is cost. It is cost efficient. All versions of Linux may be freely downloaded from the web or through internet. If you don't want to download, pre-packaged versions of the Linux may be purchased online. This software may be legally shared with your friends. When the time comes to upgrade, this Linux upgrade would be also free. So in addition to being inexpensive, Linux can run on the old system. Its products can run on Intel 386 microprocessors, which were popular in late 1980s. The server have never slowed down. So this is the main feature of Linux, that is Linux is inexpensive because it is a free software. Next is Linux is fast. Linux runs respectably well on old computers, and it is even faster on newer and more powerful computers. This is because Linux programs are very efficient to learn. They use a few resources as possible. Unlike Windows, Linux programs use little graphics. Graphics can slow down system response time, making it slower than it is true. But Linux may be pretty, but it is faster. So Linux is faster compared to Windows. Next is Linux is stable. Linux code is well written. This both increases the speed at which Linux runs and improves the stability of the operating system. That is, Linux is impossible to crash. If the application crashes, you can simply remove the program from memory to restart your computer. It will be recovered. But in older version of Windows, a crashing program had the potential to take down the entire computer. This is one of the reasons why Linux is used on many web servers where stability is crucial. Next, last feature is open source software. Finally, Linux has open source software. This means that user can read the source code and modify it as needed. So user can read the source code of the Linux operating system and it can be modified. So Linux source code is freely available and is community based developed project. Multiple teamwork is collaboration to enhance the capability of Linux operating system. So here Linux is a open source software, means here computer software that is released under a license in which the copyright holder grants users the rights to use, to study, to change and to distribute the software and its software code to anyone and for any purpose. So it is the main feature of Linux. So next we study about drawbacks of Linux. So even though Unix and Linux operating systems are widely used on corporate servers, websites and large-scale networking environments, we still won't find many people using it on their desktops, computers or workstations at home, because there are some reasons, because it having some drawbacks. First one is security. Security is also a drawback. It is also seen in features also. It having security, that is it provide security for authenticate features like password checking is there, control access of specific files, so on. But still some loopholes are there, so it is also given in drawback. So one is security, because code is distributed with the Linux software. Programmers are free to explore how the system works. For good or bad, many security loopholes have been reported in the literature. So, clever programmers can still discover new ones. So, this software is freely downloaded with its source code. So why so many misused are taken place? So why security problem means, that is good or bad, so many clever programmers are still discovering the new ones using the source code. So why security is also a drawback in the Linux. Next is lack of support. So here no system is 100% secure, right? Even Microsoft products have security weakness in the application. However, Microsoft products do have extensive documentation and support. Microsoft releases service pack and update frequently to fix discovered weakness on the application. Support and documentation for Linux can be spotty at best. So here there is no much support for Linux compared to Microsoft. This is one drawback, lack of support. Next is limited software selection choice. People purchase computers to run software. Users of Windows computers have many software titles to choose, but in Linux users have software is every category, but often limited softwares in their choice. For example, consider internet browser. The two most popular browsers are Netscape Navigator and Microsoft Internet Explorer. Both are available for Linux, but only Netscape has created a Linux version of its latest browser. So Internet Explorer most recent Linux version is 5, despite the fact that Windows XP with the Internet Explorer version is 6. You are also limited in your choice of word processor also. The most popular word processor in Microsoft world. Changes are that every computer in your school uses Word, but Word is not available in the Linux. Your best choice is StarOffice, a suite of applications that contains a word processor. However, StarOffice, although a very nice product, is not Word. A Word user would have to learn some new skills to use a StarOffice. So it is limited software selection choice. Next we study about another drawback is limited hardware support. Just as not all popular softwares run on Linux, not all hardware products work with Linux. Red Hat and the other Linux vendors work very hard to support the more common devices. They provide drives for hardware devices. A driver is a small program that allows the operating system to communicate with the peripheral devices. Having the correct drives is crucial. If you have a new or unusual drive, you may be out of luck. For instance, many branded companies have not written a Linux compatible drives. So it is a lack of hardware support. Next is complexity. Linux is little bit complex compared to Windows because so many operations are done using commands, which is case sensitive. So here, like a preprocessor, Unix assumes that you know what you are doing, and it assumes that you know the consequences of every command you type. In contrast, Windows XP asks you to verify everything and then slows you a pretty animations to confirm the action.